Hello everyone, today I'm going to show how we can create a customer OpenAI GPT that can serve as a teaching assistant in our class. So this teaching assistant will be able to access our course syllabus, announcements, or lab instructions, and can answer students' questions. So students will be able to find out some very simple information from our course materials. So the custom GPT has been published for many years, and recently I just tried to create one GPT for one of my class, and it works very well, and also it's very simple to create. To start, you do need an OpenAI Plus subscription, which is $20 per month. However, once you create it, you can share with students, and students does not need to have a Plus subscription, so they can just access that GPT with their free account. So you can just go to chatgpt.com/gpts, where you will be able to access different GPTs. For example, there are a lot of existing GPTs that focus on education, and we can also create one that very simple. So let's just go ahead and create start. And from there, you can give it a logo for your GPT, which you can ask DALL-E to create the logo, or you can just upload from your course syllabus. And then you can give it a name. So I just call it Social Media Class Teaching Assistant. And then you can provide a very short description. So this description is for students who need to access or use your GPTs, and just tell them that what the GPT can do. So I just say like this is a teaching assistant, can help you in my social media class that quickly find out information from the syllabus announcements or lab instructions. And I also want to tell students that even I tell the large language model to retrieve information from my uploaded documents, the models still can make mistakes, so hallucinations still exist. So you may want to tell your students that use it with cautious, and also always double check with either the official course materials or with the instructors. Next, we're going to provide instructions for the large language models. So you can tell, like for example, we want the model to be friendly, and also try the best to provide accurate information from the documents that we uploaded, and also always use a clear student-friendly language, and also if possible, and tell students where those information come from. So is that from the syllabus, or from the lab instructions, or from course announcements. And also, we also want the TA to tell students, okay, so if the model cannot find out the relevant information, please contact the instructor directly. And you can feel free to customize the instructions based on your course or based on your need. You can also provide some conversation starters. So for example, when is the deadline of the final project, etc. Next, you're going to upload the documents. So normally I just upload my course syllabus, and also the course announcements, and also lab instructions. So for example, if you have very detailed lab instructions as a PDF document, and you can upload that as well. Just remember that, keep in mind that students cannot download the documents if you disable the code interpreter and data analysis, so they cannot download the documents. And also, I don't want to upload lectures because especially if those lectures, the materials are copyright protected, so you may avoid using any copyright materials. All right, so now I'm going ahead to upload files. So as I said, I want to upload my syllabus. and also my announcement. So I put all my course announcements in a text file. And I also want to upload, like, say, my weekly labs. So I upload, let's say, lab 1 and also lab 2. I believe there is a limitation on how many documents you can upload, or the total size of the documents. So that's why I recommend that for each single course, you may want to create a separate TA or a separate, customer GPT. All right, and I got an error. Let me upload my lab 2 one more time. Here, you can check the capabilities. So do you want students to use the image generation or Canvas, which is interactive web page that you can communicate with large language models, or do you want to enable the web search? So I will disable Canvas and also image generation. For the web search, I'm not sure. Probably I just will leave that on. So if there's something that, like, the student will be able to get information from the internet. You can also add additional advanced actions. Those are like you can incorporate API calls. However, for this teaching assistant, so we don't need any API calls. Additional settings is that do you want to use a conversation data in your GPT to improve OpenAI models? So I will always check no, to protect student privacies. All right, so that's basically it. So and I think you can also continue uploading like lab instructions for the other labs. But here, just for demonstration purposes, I just upload 4 documents here. And then I just go ahead and do the create. And so now you can choose, do you want to use this one for yourself only? So which means that you need to log into your OpenAI account and you will be the only person that can use this GPT. Or you can share this one with people that can access this URL. So that's what I'm going to use. So I will probably put this URL on my course page and ask students to access this customer GPT. Or if you want to share this one publicly, so if you want to allow everyone to use it, you can publish this one to GPT store. All right, so I will choose this option that anyone with this link will be able to access this. So I click save. And then I should be able to copy that URL for this GPT. All right, so that is a URL. All right, so now let's test this GPT as a student. So I just switched my account with a free GPT account. So first, you need to log in with OpenAI, so you still need a free OpenAI account. Once you log in, you can just paste that URL. And then students or anyone with a free account will be able to access this GPT with this URL. Okay, so now you can see that student is able to access this GPT, customer GPT, so social media class TA. Let's try to ask some questions and see who are you. And then we will ask some real questions from either the syllabus or from the lab instruction. Okay, you can see I'm your social media class TA for this class. Okay, let's ask in lab 1, what should I submit? Okay, so now they just tell the requirement for lab 1. So those are from the lab instructions. So you need to accept the invitation from MongoDB, create a database, and also allow the network access and load the sample data. download the MongoDB campus, and also what you submit is at your MongoDB connect string. So it's very nice. One is lab 2 due. Okay, and it also returns the accurate response that lab 2 is due on Sunday, April 6th. And also encourage students to start earlier since it involving setting up AWS SageMaker and also using the Twitter API. Okay, let's also ask some other questions. How can I find the MongoDB connection string? Okay, so MongoDB connection string allow us to connect with MongoDB database. Okay, so log into MongoDB Atlas, find out your cluster. So locate the cluster that you create in lab 1. That's very nice. Click connect, copy the connection string like this. All right. Important, replace password with ice. All right. And also use it in MongoDB campus or Python. So you can just paste that in MongoDB campus to connect. Or in lab 2, we use Python to connect MongoDB. So you need to put that into the configure.ini. All right, so that's also very nice. Let's also ask something else. Let's say something that is not in my syllabus or not in my lab instruction. So my laptop is, what should I do? Okay. And see if the TA can help on that. Okay, so that's tough. Sad face. Here are some options. So use library or computer campus lab. So if your campus, check if GMU has computer labs. Borrow a laptop. So our university does offer laptop loan program. So does offer laptop loan. So you can indeed you can check with our GMU library. And also it tells AWS MongoDB are cloud-based. So tell students you can essentially use any other device with a web browser. Okay, contact your instructor ASAP. So since lab 1 to involve some technical setups, so email your professor right away, and also tell students using your GMU email, and also ask if extensions are available. All right, I think that's a great suggestions, and also it's indeed a very friendly and also helpful teaching assistant for students.